I think he asked Big Bill Brunsey. He says, Big Bill, that blues music you play, you call that folk music? And Big Bill says, well, I never heard no horses sing none of it. I told you not to mention wild folk dancing.
Every star above knows the one I love. Sweet Sue, that's you. And the moon up high knows the reason why. Sweet Sue, that's you. No one else, it seems, ever shares my dreams. And without you, dear, I don't know what I'd do. In this heart of mine, you'll live all the time. Sweet Sue, that's you. Play that guitar, Henry. Mr. Bassman. In this heart
Hi, everybody. Glad you could all make it down for the evening. Here tonight we have On Horses Sing None of It, Frank Soule on guitar, and Henry Neuenberg over here on guitar. And they're known as Frank and Hank. And
It's alphabetically correct.
alphabetically, yes, as I was reflecting on your reflection in the trombone,
Yeah.
I only saw you, but I know that Frank is back here, and with two guitars you can do an awful lot of stuff, an awful lot of nice stuff, and we know from experience that we better just let these guys go and loose before we get bowled over. So let them talk about what they're going to do, and they've got a couple tunes for us.
Lou, we're going to start with a fiddle tune. It is a fiddle tune, Crazy Creek. It's a very popular tune. It's an old fiddle tune played by a lot of people. This arrangement comes from the late, great Clarence White. Ready? Okay. 3.
Yeah. Frank and Hank. Frank Soule and Henry Neuenberg. You're listening to Horses Sing None of It. We're going to take just a minute or so. We'll be right back with you with more music.
Horses Sing None of It is sponsored by Banjo Man Entertainment, 201-538-2432. The booking agency for Ralph Litwin, Lou Gelfond, and many others. Banjo Man Entertainment, 201-538-2432.
Every year, thousands of people are killed with a frying pan. Reduce your intake of high-fat fried foods and help reduce your risk of cancer and heart disease. For a free booklet on low-fat eating, call 1-800-EAT-LEAN.
Oh, here we are back on Horses Sing None of It with a couple of our favorite guys. Well, Wilbur. We got
You guys are so silly.
Frank and Hank here, and they've magically changed instruments during the message that we just heard, and I imagine that was for some purpose.
Yeah. It's
Henry.
Go ahead, Frank.
Henry has a song that he'd like to do here that is somewhat new for us. but has a theme and a message. Henry, why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, this song was written by one of my very favorite songwriters who's been around in the folk world ever since the 60s, and he's one of the few that has managed to survive. I'm talking about Tom Paxton. Survive, that is, and really stay true to his form of writing real folk material, a lot of it being topical. This is one of the most topical, and it really talks about a very hard subject to talk about, but really simple in a way. And it's called There Goes the Mountain, and it's about all the deforestation going on in the world, which is reaching critical mass.
Can I just add one thing, Henry?
Yeah, sure.
The part of the mountain is played by the K upright bass.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And the part of the mountain stream and the timber is played by the Martin 12-string guitar.
Yes. Okay.
All set.
Here we go. There goes the mountain, father of fir trees, home for the grizzly, under its snow, shorn of its timber, torn by the monster, taken by truckloads to the Great Plains below. And there goes the mountain, the avalanche maker, heaven's caretaker, breeder of streams. There goes the mountain, the maker of thunder, torn down for the plunder, remembered in dreams. There goes the mountain, breeder of sunrise, giant by starlight, the highest and the best, the roar of the engine, the first in its lifetime, will take what men value and spit out the rest. And there goes the mountain, the avalanche maker, heaven's caretaker, breeder of streams. There goes the mountain, the maker of thunder, torn down for the plunder, remembered in dreams. Lord of the highlands, home for the eagles, catcher of snowfall for millions of years, bleeding in mudslides, robbed of its insides, prey to the skills of the bold engineer. And there goes the mountain, the avalanche maker, heaven's caretaker, leader of streams. There goes the mountain, the maker of thunder, torn down for the plunder, remembered in dreams. Yeah, he's still really a great songwriter.
Heavy duty.
We like to sing some songs like that, and then like to get into some more fun things and play songs from all kinds of different areas of music. This is two tunes that are very gypsy influenced. I don't think they're really old tunes, but
No.
they're sort of made to sound
Now,
old.
if you've ever seen the movie King of the Gypsies, which was out a few years ago, a lot of the music was written by David Grisman. And this is one of the tunes he wrote for the movie. I don't quite remember where it was used in the film, but he played in that movie with Stefan Grappelli and Andy Statman, John Carlini, a bunch of other people. I was lucky enough to know John Carlini for a while and study with him, and that's where I learned this tune. This is a medley from the movie of two tunes, Tipsy Gypsy and The Dance of Life. And the third tune to be named later. The chord again?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm going to give it a try here.
Hey!
Gotta control those drums. Too much vodka! Hey!
Strasvieux!
Another round of vodka for everybody. Whoops!
Hey.
No!
All right.
Tipsy Gypsy and a Dance of Life.
Well, you know, there's one of these questions that we get to ask on this show that's really cool.
What's that?
It's like, Frank, I mean, we've known each other for a long time, but I never asked you, how did you first get involved with music?
Well,
Ah. I can tell, if he can't think
there was
of it,
a
I'll tell you.
Sears Silvertone Hi-Fi and a Chet Atkins record.
Right.
Record. That was it. It was Chet Atkins doing. That's what got me started.
About how old were you?
7.
7, you heard that and you went, oh, cool.
I said, what's that? Yeah.
How about you, Henry? You got one of them stories?
Well, gee, I don't know if mine's as dramatic. Except my mom used to tell me that I'd sit in the crib, and as long as there was a record on, I was okay. I couldn't get into any trouble. Even if I was out of the crib. If there was a record on, the radio was on, that was it, man. I was hooked. And then I started playing the trombone in 5th grade. I didn't even choose what instrument on. I didn't know, I wanted to play an instrument, and so the guy who was leading the band in the elementary school said, well, we need trombone players. I said, well, okay. That's how I started playing my first instrument.
All right. Well, we've got a message now, and we'll be right back. What's our time?
Today's the day you can decide what kind of life your kids and their kids will have.
If we don't do something about global warming will surely do something about them.
Before long, America's heartland might have to live with temperatures over 90 degrees for almost a third of each year.
Chicago now has 2 weeks a year over 90 degrees. In just 60 years, it could expect 2 months each year.
If the weather in Dallas could go over 100 degrees for 2.5 months, imagine what could happen in Phoenix.
If you think global warming is only about warmer temperatures, it's only the beginning.
In our kids' lifetimes, drinking water could be a problem as salty ocean water backs into our rivers.
America's heartland could have trouble growing the corn, wheat, and oats that we need for bread and cereal.
Every man, woman, and child can help make a difference, and that includes you.
The Sierra Club can show you how. Find out today. Your children, your grandchildren are counting on you.
Hi, everybody. We're here on Horses Think None of It with Frank Soule and Harry Nuremberg doing some guitar music. And, well, Frank, what do you got over there? You got your capo on about the 4th, 5th fret. What are you ready? Oh, you know, we played a bunch of parties together. And people might not know this, but this is how I kind of got together with these guys because Frank has played a lot of bass and guitar with a fiddle band he's in, Frosty Morning, and I've sat in on different square dances and gigs and swing jobs and weddings, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Well, right now we got another tune ready here. As you know, we played this fiddle tune before, and a lot of guitar players like to play fiddle tunes on the guitar. Well, we got tired of that, so we started to play clarinet tunes.
These
polka tunes.
These guitars
Right.
have multiple personality
Right.
problems. They like
So-
to imitate other instruments.
So
fiddles,
we're
clarinets.
gonna imitate a polka band and
That's
play
right.
the clarinet polka.
How about while you're doing that, we give people a chance to get your name and number just in case
Okay.
they want to contact you
Sure.
and find out about anything at all.
Okay,
Right.
here we go.
In case they just haven't got enough of this polka.
All right.
We'll see.
We can arrange for them to hear 100 choruses of it, no problem.
1, 2, 3, 4.
time. We want to thank you guys for being on the show now.
Well, thank you. We had a great time.
Yep.
Frank and Hank, and we're going to take it out with a tune from Bilbo Jangles Robinson, doing the new Lowdown.
And if there's anybody in the audience, listening audience, that has a special talent, would like to play music on our show, please look us up in the credits at the very end, and you'll catch a phone number and give us a call.
Yes, it isn't alcohol. No young gal at all that thrill me with the pep I got. I got a pair of feet, and they found that low-down beat. Low down, down around a spot that's hot. I got no reason to my knees so here's how I'm telling you now. Give in. Make them play that crazy thing again. Gotta do that lazy swing again. Hi-ho, doing the new low down. Well, I got my feet to misbehaving now. Got a soul that's not for saving now. Hi-ho, doing the new low down. That dancing demon, he's got my feet in a trance. Cause when I'm dreaming, folks' feet go right into that dance. Once you hit that home straight to it, better like I'm going straight to it. Hi-ho, doing the new low down. Take it, Henry. That dancing demon, he's got my feet in a trance. Cause when I'm dreaming, folks, my feet go right into that dance. Once you hear that home, stay to it. Bet my life you'll go insane to it. Hi-ho, doing the new low down. Yes, sir. Hi-ho, doing the new low down. I mean, hi-ho, doing the new low down.
In the Horses Sing None of It fan club, send your name and address to Horses Fan Club, care of Ralph Litwin, 140 Morris Street, Morristown, New Jersey, 07960. That's Horses Fan Club, care of Ralph Litwin, 140 Morris Street, Morristown, New Jersey, 07960.